What is up, guys? Today is day number 42. Day number 42. Today is day number 43. Today is day number 43. Back on the bird speedrun. We're on the cusp of 1800. Let's get it going. It's time to go. It's really time to go. Let's play F4.
It's time to go. It's time to go.
1782. We're getting very close to the end of the speedrun. And by very close, I mean we're at least 2 weeks out and maybe even 3 weeks out from the end of the speedrun. Yeah, we have a normal setup here. Knight, that should not be good. The whole knight going to e7, that's not... This isn't going to look good for black. Let's play bishop d3. We already have our sight set on the king side. Already here, if he allows it, takes followed by knight g5 and queen h5 should end the game. Notice that because he has not pushed this pawn to c5 and neither has he put the knight on c6, bishop sits very well here on d3. He is nowhere close to playing knight b4 or c5, c4 to harass the bishop away. Already he's in some trouble. If he plays g6, we play knight g5. I have a lot of tricky ideas here. I think he has to play f6. It's really time to go. It's time to get moving. Okay, is he gonna... What is this? F5. All right, so on the one hand, F5 prevents the worst, but the problem with this structure is that when you have this type of structure here, you need to have your knight on e4 to make it make any sense. Here it doesn't make sense. We'll play g4. I'm going to quickly go for rook g1. I definitely didn't have to play this. I could have played queen e2, but this is the whole idea here. Rook g1. If he takes, we take. He goes here. There should be a mate there. There really should be a mate. Already knight g5 looks unbelievably uncomfortable, but he plays knight f5 and he's still holding on. Let's play h3. let's continue. I guess, yeah, if he takes, we can take, and then we have the classic windmill with rook takes e7 and all that fun stuff. And this is a wild position. Completely bonkers position. He's playing the Birdmaster. It's time to go.
AFTV Claude, I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked.
It's time to go!
We got to see the bird in action. Knight f5. Okay, I'm not sure what he's doing. We're just going to keep taking. Take everything. The threat is still bishop takes f5, followed by taking on g7. All right, here, knight g5. Unbelievably tough position for him still. We could quickly play queen f3, queen h3. Another idea even is rook h4, knight takes, and queen h5 with enormous threats. This has to be over. Let's just take here. On the one hand, I don't like trading off this bishop, but this is just completely over. We traded off his last piece that was remotely doing any defense here. The threat is just check, followed by queen h5 and mate. I think he has to play queen e8, but then we just play queen f3. This is just an unmitigated disaster. Let's play queen f3. Attack d5, also threatening queen h3. There is still a threat. All right, I like this move. Check, takes, we check. He goes back, we check. He goes here, and then that's mate. His rook boxes in his king here. His king will not have any escape. I could just pre-move this. Queen h1. Yeah, the reason I had to put this queen here was because before I didn't have this. My queen only had access to the h file via h5, and his queen move had stopped it. Check. All right. It's time to go. It's time to go. I want to look at the game review. I feel like this was a very well played game, if I may say so myself. I feel like this is one of my better games. It's really time to go. It's really time to go. All right, nice. Can we get a game review? Let's see what my accuracy was. 91.4, I'll take it. Where was I worse? Definitely better here. It was G4. I was hopping into the cabbage patch too soon. Interesting. What's his best move in this position? His best move was E5. That is so hard to find. E5 is a brilliant move though. Takes, and he's breaking through here. His queen might hop in. Yeah, black is a little better here. Still, on the flip side, we got a double exclam for this rook h8 move. Let's keep it going. It's time to go. 1790 on the cusp of 1800. Nice, another game with the bird. I'll definitely take it. We're starting to see a lot more Fromm's gambits. Knight f3, no checkmate, sir. It's time to go bishop g4. Here we play e3. Still no tricks. He plays knight c6, we can play d4. Do not play h3 in this position. If you play h3, that's not going to go well. Be very careful. I don't want to get any emails about that, guys. Don't play h3 and run into the bishop g3 cabbage patch. We're just going to play d4 here. Develop normally, knight c3, bishop d3 castles. Yeah, as stated before, I don't have any respect for the Fromm's gambit. It just seems like they're throwing away a pawn and giving us a full center. And, you know, you got to watch out for some tricks. But that's only if they're prepared. If they're not prepared, you're going to be just winning immediately. I'm not saying not to treat it with extreme caution, though. Do be careful. Do be careful when you're playing against the Fromm's gambit. All right, we have an interesting threat. I'm threatening to take. King takes the knight g5 with winning the bishop. The whole knight's coming to these squares. I really don't understand that. He needs to have active development here to have any hope. And, you know, with his knights in the way of his central files, I don't understand what pressure he's hoping to accomplish here. I guess he could play knight h4. Yeah, knight h4 is a cheesy move. But we could play e4. Could definitely play e4. I was also thinking maybe queen e1. Even queen d2 to laterally cover the second rank would be enough. This is just too little too late for black. All right, now that bishop g3 is no longer a check, we can start by booting the bishop out. Boutros Ghali will be called.
How many languages is spoken at the UN?
You have practically what we called 5 languages.
And yeah, it looks like we're well on our way to 1800. It's really time to go. I've been really enjoying the speedrun. I've been loving the speedrun, but I've been noticing some comments about people saying, oh, you know, the channel is growing so slow, blah, blah, blah. First of all, thank you for your concern. I would not worry about it at all. I ran the numbers, I ran the analytics, and it turns out that by far my worst performing videos in terms of gaining subscribers and in terms of gaining subscribers, also just getting views in general, are the speedruns. I love doing the speedruns, and I feel it's a really important part of my channel to have this speedrun up. So, like, it was never in doubt that I would continue this regardless of the numbers, but I do want to assuage your fears that the channel is going to pick up steam immediately after the speedrun. So don't worry. It's time to go.
Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee?
Or I guess a better way to say it would be, it'll be time to go when we finish the speedrun. What is he doing here? We'll just continue bringing pieces in. Yeah, the other videos all perform very well, though. The days to 3000, those perform very well. I should have been more careful about this. This is just completely my fault. It's my fault that this happened at all. I could play g3. I don't want to play g3. I'll let his queen come in with a check. This is definitely more risky than I should have allowed, though. We play knight e4. We could... this is a tricky position. The thing is, as he checks, I go king f2. He doesn't have anything there just yet. Knight e4 takes, queen takes. If he plays f5, that's going to be concerning, though. Something like f5 there, that would be massively concerning. His knight's coming to h4 also. Knight is coming to h4. I guess I'll play rook e2 here. Rook e2, the idea is if he doesn't do anything, I'm going to play g4 next. If he doesn't do anything, I'll play g4 next. Meanwhile, okay, well, actually here he can check and play knight h4, and I think I'm losing. That would be massively embarrassing if I lose to the Fromm's gambit. Yeah, I really hope he doesn't do that. That was just a blunder, everyone. That was just a big blunder. We might see the first loss of the speedrun. Here I was just counting my chickens. Uh-oh. Oh, I think it's, I think things are going badly. Yeah, okay, we are going to stomach it. I have to play this move. I completely missed this. Back here in this position, I had seen knight h4, but if he does it immediately, I have queen f4, so that's why I just didn't worry about this. Oh, no, what am I doing? He has check. Oh, man, I'm just blundering everything. I can't believe it, I'm gonna lose. I need to treat the speedrun more seriously. This is really not good PR for the bird that I lose to the Fromm's Gambit against the 1700. This was so silly. Why? How did this happen? Why did I take that way as well? I was just so focused on development. I should have just taken this way. Yeah, my spirits have been dampened. Knight d5, okay, is he toying with me? Like a cat toys with the mouse? Did he see the mate and just not choose to play it? Alright, I am immediately going to go back. Yeah, I'm not getting mated at least. Queen g1 would have just ended the game. And now we're playing the TikTok game, where I'm watching his time. At the moment, actually, I have stable control. I'm down a queen for a bishop. So, yeah, guys, this is another opportunity for a defensive masterclass here. So get your notebooks out, get your pens and pencils out. It's time to go to school. Yeah, to be clear though, I don't think he was cheating. I think I just made a blunder and he found a very good tactic. Okay, queen e7, let's play a3. Is he gonna play f5? f5, I'll play knight c5. Yeah, I'm just waiting him out. Knight c5. We're just playing the waiting game here. I'm wondering if b6, can I play e4? No, that's tricky. Things are really coming undone there. I'm just gonna keep on eating away his time. I should not play knight a6. You gotta be very, very patient here. Steady hands, everyone, steady hands. Just very calm. He's at 330 seconds at the moment. That's a simpler way to contextualize it. Just add up the minutes, turn it into a number of seconds. 330 seconds, he's spending like 15 seconds a move, so if I can survive 20 moves, I might have a shot. But I need to make sure the position stays very complicated. c4 makes his job easier. No, c4 doesn't make his job easier. I can take this pawn here. Yeah, he cannot play knight f6. What's it gonna be, pal? It's time to go. Bro's playing for c5. I need to be extremely careful here still. Knight e7, all right. I'm just gonna drop the knight back, put the knight on a more safe square. He could try f4. Yeah, f4 is uncomfortable. All right, I'll play knight c2. Now f4, I can play e4 and I keep everything closed. Notice, most important, I'm just trying to keep the walls of the castle as closed as possible. I'm trying to keep the gates of hell closed. Not let the queen get in. Just extremely patient. This is a defensive masterclass here. Steady hands, everyone. Steady hands. Knight g6, where's he going with that? Let's play king d1. Get my king out of danger. I want to play rook f2. I'm just waiting for the right moment. What's he going to do here? What's his plan? If knight h4, I have bishop e1. I keep the game tense. He's down a minute. He's down a minute. 260 seconds. Okay, we might be able to do this. b5. Dude is playing well, though. We need to keep everything as close as possible. c5. Now his queen can sort of sneak in, but I think we still got it under control. I can always play bishop c3 if I have to. Okay, we'll play rook f2. Continuing to try to play quickly. 4 minutes, 240 seconds. This is getting me on the edge of my seat. This is exciting stuff. I don't think this guy is cheating, which is making this like a very... All right, I could play e4 now, but I want to wait till I'm just going to play rook f3. We're going to continue waiting. This is one of the most important things. I really want everyone to pay attention to that. If I played e4 now, I let him know that this trick exists. I'm just not even announcing the idea that that trick exists. In doing so, when the trick does happen, it's going to be very surprising. Because the whole idea is he's up a queen here. He is not even remotely thinking about my reactive opportunities. This is Grandmaster chess in the making. We're just waiting. We're like Rambo, just waiting in the forest. All right, what am I gonna do here? I guess he's gonna play rook g6. Let's just play rook f2. We're just keeping everything defended. Keeping everything defended. I'm literally like Rambo. I'm just keeping everything defended. All right, is he gonna play knight d5 now? I need to, what are we gonna do? Where would my king be best placed? Let me just play king c1. I'm just gonna continue to wait him out. We're just continuing. He's down to 190 seconds. 190 seconds. I should have one of those things that Eric Rosen has where it's like showing your heart rate. I think I'm gonna have a heart attack. I'm like, this is very, this is really exciting. Knight g6, all right. Oh, knight is coming to h4. Knight is coming to h4, let's move back. We're just gonna start moving everything back. He'll play knight h4, we'll play rook f1. I'm getting ready for the pre-move. We need every second we can get, 165 seconds. This is actually a defensive masterclass. You know, I was saying that sort of facetiously, but I'm serious. This entire mode of chess, where you're just playing extremely passive, extremely slow, and just reacting to their possibilities and making sure not to allow them opportunities. Knight wants to come to h4, we'll play bishop e1. This is a form of chess that I really developed a knack for when I was playing at the Marshall Chess Club. I would get terrible positions out of the opening. Now, as my openings and all other middle game concepts got better, I have had to use this and exercise this a lot less, but I do think that this was one of my strongest original skill sets. Just defending these terrible positions. Like here, of course, I'm dead lost. I'm down a queen. I'm down a queen, but we're keeping it as complicated as possible, and time is ticking. 125 seconds. Let's go. I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna do it. Yeah, this is a wild game. I love this knight here, honestly. This knight is so perfect. Look at it. It defends e3. If he ever pushes f4, I can play e4 and d4 is defended. a1 is also defended, so queen a2, queen a1 doesn't work. This knight is a superb defensive piece. It's a pearl of a piece. Yeah, he's just eating away his time. It's really looking like it's time to go. He's attacking this. I should not count my chickens before they hatch, though. We need to continue playing very carefully. Rook d2, he could play b4. Things are getting a little spicy there. Just holding everything together. Things are starting to look a little cramped, as they should, because I'm down a queen. I'm down a queen. All right, we'll play e4 here. He has not opened up anything. And now look at this. Look at this. I think this tactic is going to work. We're going to play e5 and take here, and I bet he's going to drop the queen. Again, queen a2 does not do anything yet with queen a1. Yeah, I think I'm going to win this. Queen e6, we just need to stay patient. Stay patient, do not rush. You do have to keep in mind at the end of the day, the position is still so flimsy because we're down a queen that we cannot get cocky. We cannot rush and get optimistic and start throwing our pieces forward. Just keep it safe. Keep eating away his time. I'm almost 100% certain now we're going to win. 35 seconds, he's way too low. Way too low on time. This is a war of attrition, and we're Rambo, waiting in that forest. All right. Bishop f2, I like this. Just keeping everything on. Oh, he has... No, knight e5 doesn't work. I can take. We're just continuing to wait, man. I can wait here all day. I can wait here all day. Oh, this is very redeeming. That I think this is going to turn into a win. Should I play b3 here? No, I'll keep everything just protected. Let's just play rook e1. Keep everything extremely safe. Yeah, this guy's probably in a state of shock that he was not able to win this. He's playing for knight h4. Just for the sake of it, I want to just show you how we would continue. Notice that we're keeping the game as closed as we possibly can, right? There's no obvious opportunity. There's no obvious way to break through here. No obvious zone. Fantastic. Yeah, I was going to say that he should have played b4 at some point. just to break open the position. Even though he's giving away a pawn, that would really open up files, and he would have been able to much more easily overwhelm my my position there. Let me look at the game review. I think he played a very good game. Yeah, so I had an advantage. I had a big advantage. Rookie 1 was the mistake. I should have just played g3, and if queen d6, just knight e2. Everything is defended. I'm up a pawn. It's like plus 1.3. Plus 1 point. Yeah, plus 1.36. All right, so now we know. We're 1797. That was a fantastic game. I'm very proud of that game. You can put that game on my wall of fame. Let's play, someone suggested the English defense, so we'll go with the English defense of b6, e6. I do not like this gambit at all, or this defense, because it's just, you're just ceding way too much space. And I'm a space guy, I like my space. But suffice to say, someone recommended it, someone suggested it, so we will be respecting the viewer suggestion, that viewer request. Knight f6, if he takes, we'll just take with f. He could play e5, then we take. I don't know these positions at all. Let's just play h6. He's put a lot of pawns on light squares. I'd be really happy for him to trade this. We're starting to play a lot of Indonesians. Yo, there's something going on with the chess.com algorithm. When I have a Brazilian flag, I'm always paired against Brazilians. And now that I'm in Taiwan, I'm getting paired with a lot of Filipinos. I'm getting paired with a ton of Filipinos and a ton of Indonesians. Chess.com, what's going on? There's some geographical proxy that they're using. Wait, why didn't I just take this pawn here? I should have taken the pawn. All right, I can win a pawn though. I can check. The idea is knight e2, and then we check here, and knight has to go to d2, and then we can finally scoop up this goodie. I'll probably scoop it up with a knight. Yeah, I want to keep this bishop fianchettoed. Scooping up the pawn. Bishop e5, we have f6. Well, then he takes. Yeah, that's wild. We play queen e7. Can I just take on b2? Yeah, let me go for it. I don't know what's going to happen here. I think that this is interesting. Taking on b2, also covering e5. We want to play bishop g7 and just castle as soon as possible. He could try knight e4. Knight e4, rook a2. Well, now we can play... Rook a2 is tricky. I think we have to play queen g7. Definitely not the move we want to make, but queen f6 runs into knight e4 with the tempo. So this is the much better opportunity. If he plays knight e4 here, I think we can play knight f4. We're starting to trade, but this knight is hanging. So that would be a problem. Yeah, what is the plan here? I need to catch up in development. My pieces are really underdeveloped. How am I going to meet this knight e4 move? Let's play bishop e7. Let's just safeguard the e-file in advance. The knight f3? Can I play knight f4 here? Knight f3. Knight f3 is interesting. I could play knight c3. I don't know. I really don't know. No, we should not be trading off this knight. This knight is one of our biggest defenders here. It just defends us against any threats in the e-file. But what to do, though? What to do? By the same token, there's nothing obvious to do. We could play knight f6, but then he plays knight d4. Yeah, this score is really weak. There are a lot of weak scores in this position for black, honestly. I think knight f4 is the best. The idea of knight f4, I think in a lot of positions, I'm going to have this trick work in my favor. He's taking. I'll play rook g8, threaten g2. Yeah, I'm really not liking the English defense. Actually, no, what am I talking about? I castle and I'm doing great here. Yeah, if my king can get out to the queen side. Queen side is completely safe here. He cannot snatch this pawn on account of mate on g2. Yeah, this is fine. He should wrap this knight around to get to f5, but he can't really do it. If he plays knight h4, we just snatch. Okay, castle queenside. This is looking great. h5, h4 is a very simple idea that looks like it's going to win. What is he going to do here? Bishop d5, that makes a lot of sense. He wants to take and then take here. Just get the bishop out of the way, put the bishop on c5. c5, a very good square. Got the dogs barking outside. It's Sunday, so the dogs are angry. Yeah, there's some weird correlation between it being Sunday and dogs in Brazil barking. They really love to bark on Sundays. It's their favorite pastime. All right, knight d4. Play rook e8. Yeah, let's just start trading. This rook is actually stuck here. c4, that's a good move. That's a very good move. Here, can I play knight d4? Can we just start trading off everything? Yeah, let's go for it. I think that works. He's gonna take, we take with the queen. Everything gets traded. Just everything comes off the board. He should probably try rook d2. Could play rook d2 here, but then we play queen f6. Things are getting a bit wild here. Oh, yeah, rook d2 is actually very good. Rook d2 we need to be careful about. The problem with rook d2, yeah, rook d2 would have been a big issue because after rook d2, he's threatening takes and then taking on d7. I think after rook d2, I had queen g4, which is a wild move. That is a completely wild move, but it works because he cannot take on account of rook e1. Queen c1. I'm going to take. And here we have a really neat trick. We have queen c4. No, queen c4 doesn't work. He takes and I don't have mate on e1. So we'll just take this way instead. We'll take this pawn. If he plays rook d2, I have bishop. No, I cannot move the bishop. He's going to have mate. I cannot do that. Cannot do that. Got to be careful here. We're really in the dragon's den in this position. Yeah, this is a wild position. Here, what a sneaky guy. What a crafty guy. He wants me to take here. That is such a funny thing. That is so funny. Hats off to this gentleman. Hats off to this gentleman. But unfortunately, it's not going to work. Now, how do I'm just looking for, is there any way I could threaten a checkmate here on e1 with something like queen e6 or queen e4 and also cover c7? That would be a fantastic way to do it. I think queen g5. Queen g5 looks outrageously strong. Because if he takes, I have mate. If he plays bishop f4, I just take. He could try queen c3. Bruv could try queen c3, but then I play queen f6. And again, if he takes, I have mate. I'm really hoping for queen c3. Queen c3, queen f6, I think he's just lost. Queen d1. I want to play queen h5. I want to keep on... Dude, queen h5 is too funny. I really want to play queen h5. Can we play queen g4? What does he do after queen g4? He can't take still. Yeah, what is the plan after queen g4? Queen G, what a wild move. Take my queen. Take my queen. It's time to go. Queen c1. All right. Here I thought I had something. Maybe I don't have anything, but like h5 looks really annoying. What is his plan after h5? I'm just going to play h4. He cannot play h3 on account of queen takes g3. Bruv is in a lot of trouble. If he plays rook c2, I even have queen e4, and I'm threatening queen e1 mate and also queen takes c2. Very difficult position for him at the moment. Yeah, h4 is massively uncomfortable. Okay, so we'll just play h4 here. h3, this is the end of the game. g3, queen f3, I'm hopping in for a visit. There is no way he's surviving that. I guess he could try bishop g3 as a... like a last resort, but that does not look good. His king is getting very exposed. I guess, no, actually bishop g3, he's holding on. Yeah. Or is he? No, we have bishop takes f2. Bishop takes, we have mate. Bishop takes, if king takes, we have queen e2, queen g2. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful resource. This h pawn is just so powerful. All right, queen e2, and that's That's it. We're breaking 1800. Nice. 1806. Perfect. No time for a game review. It's time to go. We got to keep it moving. All right, he aborted. Actually, I'm realizing we'll just end this speed run here at 1806. Thank you everybody for watching. Take care. Bye-bye then.